I love this book. That is Theo. I will not be reading her entire name every single time I see it in the book. Wow, wow, wow. And a gift for the king. We hate his guts. Hope you enjoy. I need to stop chatting and I need to freaking read this book already. Wow. That hurt. Wow, wee woo. I could cry. I'm going to. So this is a yappy vlog. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. Before we get into the video, please know that this is full of spoilers. So if you have not read Onyx Storm, do not watch this video. If you have not read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, do not watch this video. If you at all plan to read any of those 3 books and have not read any of them, do not watch this video. Save it for later, come back, join me once you have finished. But this video is going to be literally full of spoilers. I have warned you, don't watch this video if you haven't read it. But also, if you have read it, haha, welcome aboard. We will be reading Onyx Storm together. And I had so much fun making this video. I'm in the future now. I've already read it. And I had so much fun actually talking about the book because normally I try not to spoil the books as I talk about them in videos. However, I needed to talk about this while I read it. So here we are. I hope you enjoy. Onyx Storm release day. So as you saw, we woke up to some snow this morning, which is very exciting for little old Texas. And yeah, we're having a snow day. We are stuck inside, no driving today or tomorrow, no leaving the house, which fine by me. But I will say, if you saw my shorts, you will know the drama already. Pre-order on Amazon. Want to get the one from Target, right? Well, Snowstorm came last night. Today's release day. I'm not getting my Amazon pre-order. That's not happening. Well, I'm gonna get it eventually, but I won't be getting that today. Probably won't get it tomorrow because it's supposed to be even colder tomorrow and icy tomorrow. Because it's icy, how am I gonna drive and go to Target to get the Target special edition? My mom called me and she begged me not to drive and offered to go in Florida to her Target and try to get me one. And I said, heck yeah. So she went early this morning and she got the very last copy of the special edition for me. There were like 25 people in line ahead of her and she literally got her hands on it 3 minutes after it closed, or after the store opened, and she got the last one. So there were people waiting behind her that didn't get the collector's edition. Crazy. That is absolutely criminal of Rebecca Yaros to do. So my mom's gonna ship that eventually, I'm sure. So I caved and I got the Kindle version. But anyway, I thought we would do a little Onyx Storm reading vlog because why not? I'm gonna be reading this anyway, so may as well vlog it. This one will be spoilers. There will be spoilers. I will be talking about the book. Just know there will be spoilers. So don't watch this if you don't want to be spoiled. What time is it? It's like noonish maybe? Yes, it's almost noon and I'm only on page 38 because I've been a little distracted by the snow and I keep looking up at it and expecting and waiting for it to disappear because it feels so crazy that there's snow here that it feels like it shouldn't be here, so I feel like I'm gonna look up and it's gonna be gone. It has already started to melt, like we can definitely see it melting off of our roof. I also moved my reading chair so that I would be up by the window so I can look out at the snow. Oh, it's so blown out. Oh, and I have I made some tea. I made a pot of tea. And I have my hand lotion because my hands are so dry from the cold. And I have my Kindle. And we're gonna try to actually like read this freaking book. Isn't it so cute? I have some cinnamon tea in here, but I made this teapot, which is so crazy. And I have a matching little mug that I made. I cannot stay focused on reading at all. I just went outside and made a snowman before all the snow melts. It's not very big, but I don't know, it's a good 3 feet, 4 feet tall. Anyway, I really need the novelty of the snow to like end so that way I can read my book. According to Kindle, I am like 60 pages in though, which isn't too bad, but also there's 700 pages. Can you tell that I just sprayed a bunch of dry shampoo in my hair? I have not read a single word in Onyx Storm since last night. And it's 3 p.m. What happened was, first of all, yes, we still have our tree up. Get off my back. Do we have a husband? We have a husband in the back. And then I was gonna sit down to read, but the house was very messy and I needed to vacuum. And so I wanted to vacuum before I sat down to read. Do you have something to add?
What do you have to say to the people, Mr. Winnie?
He has nothing to say. He said, I want the snow back. Me too. Me too. He's leaving. Also, my water bottle. I got a comment on one of my videos asking about this water bottle. I love it so much. So many people are haters. A lot of my friends and family hate this water bottle. I love her. I love her so much. She honestly is my current favorite water bottle. I got it off Amazon. It's by the brand Choco Lab and they have some fun color combinations. Definitely more the Owala vibe, especially with the color combinations, but I love it. It looks like a kettlebell or like a teapot, I think is how the brand describes it, but it has this little thing and this is like a little rubber so it can sit here, sit on the edge, but it also screws on and pushes a straw in. So there is a straw that can live here, or you can fully take the straw out and do like a free sip. So we've got our water. In case you're wondering, this is how we moved the reading chair around to for the snow. So now it's literally right in front of the bookshelves. But I kind of vibe. I kind of love it. Time to go be cozy. And I have my quilt that I made. Not to brag. I also wanted to give like a little update. So I just finished chapter 8 last night, so I'm on chapter 9. I haven't started it yet. And we just got to the part where I guess General Atos now told Violet that she wasn't gonna get away with everything that she did and for like treason. And instead of punishing her, he said he's gonna be punishing her friends. So it's giving Professor Umbridge, it's giving Varish from the last book, and I am not looking forward to it. But he is the main reason why I didn't want to reread Iron Flame. So if we have another one of those situations, I don't know. Like, this is not gonna get a good rating from me if that's the situation again. Yeah, that is also part of the reason why I stopped reading last night. But what I really, really want for this book is adventuring. I want like to meet new people, see new things, go new places. If this book mainly takes place at Basgiath, because we learned a lot about the kingdom in the last book and about like the Griffin Riders and like that group of people too, but in this one I need to learn about the world. And if we do not learn about Andarna, then why are we here? What's the point? This vlog is turning very yappy. Normally I would just delete out a lot of this, but I feel like I'm gonna leave it in this time. So sorry for you if you do not like a yappy vlog, but here we are. I need to stop chatting and I need to freaking read this book already. Last thing, I have it pulled up on the Scribe too. Like I have it downloaded, but I already started reading it on my Kindle Oasis, my little one, because it's just like easier and faster to read on this one, unless like I'm in the mood for like a bigger screen. And I was gonna switch back and forth, but I started highlighting on the Scribe because I would like to annotate this once my physical copy comes in, and the highlights aren't syncing. I don't know if maybe I need to like do something to like get them to sync, because they aren't automatically, but they're not syncing. So I don't want to annotate in both or highlight in both, because then when I go to do the physical copy, I won't know where they are. Someone yell at me, take this friggin' microphone away from me. Jeez. Okay, we're reading now. Everybody? Willow? We're reading now, okay? Okay? It's the next day again. Just go ahead and ignore that. But I wanted to update y'all on how I was feeling. I was gonna wait and update to you once I got to 50%, but I'm at like 38%, and I just wanted to say that it's gotten good and that I'm looking forward to reading it now that they're adventuring, and when it's like less of the annoying Basgaiath just nonsense, that's more exciting. And now that all the little fights going on with the venom, like I'm glad we're kind of walking away from that. I know we're gonna go back to it, don't get me wrong, but for now I'm enjoying the discovering and adventuring phase of things. They just landed at the like palace. I don't remember where they are, but they landed at the palace. They're on their way to the land that starts with a D. They're gonna like go across the water. I can't remember names, okay? I can't. It's just not, in a fantasy like this, it's not happening. The Duke that lives in the palace just told Xaden and Violet that Halden, the prince, can't arrive in a basket, which is so funny to me. That's so funny. Like, obviously, of course, all the writers and the flyers were just like, yeah, he's arriving in a basket. That's so funny. Also, Violet standing up to everyone in the little like court hearing or whatever. It's called like the Sunitarian or something like that. I'm not gonna call it that. That's crazy. It's the like hearing, the court hearing. I don't know, the leaders. That was so good. Her standing up and being like, no, you listen to me. Actually, we tried your way and people died. The Venom, the silvered hair Venom, named like Theophane or something like that. No, we don't call her that. She's Theo. That is Theo, and that is as far as she's getting from me. I will not be reading her entire name every single time I see it in the book. Not a chance. Nope. One last final update before I get back to reading. My Amazon pre-order finally says that it should get here today between 2:15 and 5:15, and I think it's like 1 o'clock-ish, so I really hope it does actually arrive. I think it is about time, considering I pre-ordered it in March of 2024. That's crazy. Those are my updates. I will see you again when I get to 50%, or if my book arrives first, then I'll be doing an unboxing, obviously. Don't freak out, but it's here. And Winston brought me a toy. What is this? A raccoon on a rope? He brought me a raccoon on a rope. Oh my god, it's here! We got it! Ah! I literally did not think this day would come. So dramatic of me. I will not die today. Girl, you ain't dying. Beautiful. Oh my god, it's gonna look so good next to my other ones. Wow, wow, wow. I need a map of the aisles, you know? See, this version is 527 pages, but the Kindle version is like 700. Make it make sense. It has the sprayed edges. Is this really the version that I want to like tab and annotate? I don't know. Originally that was my plan. Do I need to get a third that has plain edges? No, that's crazy. That's crazy of me. I can't. Could I? No, I can't do that. This is the first edition though. Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess I just need to not care, right? Yeah, I need to not be crazy. I'm definitely going to tab this one. There's no reason to get another one. I have the other special edition coming, and I have the ebook. All right, I'm not quite at 50% yet. I'm almost there, but I'm in it now. I'm full, like I hit 30. Sorry, school bus. I hit 30%, and something, it just clicked. It was just like, I'm in it. I'm eating this up. This is good. It's giving exactly what I wanted it to give. Adventure, discovery, family secrets, all of that. Love that so much more than the last book. Honestly, I think this might be my favorite book of the series. I mean, we're only at I'm at 45%. I'm only at 45%, but I think this might be my favorite one. I literally screamed when I read that the shopkeeper said that her dad wrote books for her. And I freaking laughed so hard. I think it's so funny that the king of wherever the heck they are, like Cardin or whatever, I don't know his name, the king of the new land stole, or they phrase it as the king is keeping Halden. That's so funny to me. That makes me giggle. And then they were like, okay, I guess we better go save his butt. That's so funny. He should have arrived in a basket. That would have been hilarious. A gift. A gift for the king. Prince Halden. We hate his guts. Hope you enjoy. And Darna, I love her. Her holding the panther in her mouth. That's so funny to me. I love her so much. I love her. And then her doing her little trick where she like blends in. That's crazy of her, but I love it. Again, Violet holding her ground and being like, no, you're gonna listen to me because this is important and I know what I'm talking about. Love that. No, I'm so excited to go through and annotate this. Like, there's so many things that I've highlighted in the Kindle version already that like I can already see what my little note's gonna be. It's just like, LOL, this is so funny. No, I'm loving this. I can't believe this is here. This is like in my hands right now. I love this book. Okay, but we're gonna keep reading, and yeah, that's all I know, my guys. Wow. Okay, chapter 28. Let's do this. Again, it's the next day. Again, I was waiting to get to like 75% through the book before I updated you guys. However, that made me really dizzy. That made me so dizzy. Okay, my eyes are still kind of like tearing up a little, and it's still a little puffy, and I feel a little puffy just in general from the death of a Quest Squad member. That hurt. However, they just found the earrings. Bro, this part of the book is about to be so good. I can't wait to hear what happens, and the fact that the dragon looked at her and said, I am magic, or we are magic, or whatever. I must go. Continue reading. I have a couple updates. Also, I've been crying, so ignore me in every way. Holy guacamole. Wow, wee woo. 77%. This will be my last update before I finish the book. First, a little update. So I took a break earlier to eat some lunch, do some laundry. I made a matcha and then I drank it. And I also started to go through my highlights in my Kindle and transferred them with tabs into my physical copy. I went through so many tabs already and I only got to chapter 12. I haven't even got to page 100 and I've used so many tabs. But this is my favorite book of the series, so she deserves it. But I do have questions, especially having gone back and annotated the beginning a little bit. Here are my questions. First, I'm mad at the Irids. Need to get that out there. Second, what does the compass do that they gave Violet? Because it does something. They said it's broken. There's no way that it's broken. It does something. My feeling is it's going to lead her either where she needs to go or like to the enemy in some way. But they also haven't talked about the compass again since she got it. But she did use the word compass in another context. So I felt like, girl, what's going on, you know? So that. And then when she first meets Theo, she mentions that Violet is mortal. So then Violet goes and says, is she immortal? Great question. So that leads me to wonder if Theo is the lightning wielder from the Great War. So she would know why and how the Venom were defeated. Next, when they went in the beginning of the book, they went and they like messed with the ward stone or whatever. They changed one rune before changing the rune that helped the Flyers. What did that first rune do? Why are we not concerned about that? I'm concerned about that, and I don't know. Nobody cares that we just messed with that rune, that who knows what it does? We're not even gonna look into it, investigate, talk about it again? Excuse me? Next, what is going on with Violet's dreams? Where is this coming from? Is this related to her signet? I don't feel like it is. That doesn't really make sense to me. But is there a Venom near her that has like dream magic power? I don't know what the significance of the dreams is, but she keeps having them. Like, why are they so prominent in the story? Also, when she meets Theo for the first time, Theo also mentions that their stories are intertwined. What the hell does that mean? Why have we not talked about that again? Why is Violet also not more curious about these things? Like, I get her wanting to stay away, but is there any way that she could try to have like a meeting with Theo in a like controlled environment? Or is it super clear that the only way Theo is going to talk with Violet? Yeah, I feel like they need to arrange a meeting somehow. I don't know how, because Violet needs to get as much information she can out of Theo, and it doesn't feel like that's important to her. Next, who's the rat? Who is the rat? Because clearly somebody at Basgaeth, potentially in her quadrant, is giving info to the Venom. It's happened. It's like confirmed. It's a for sure there is a rat in the castle. Who is it? If it's Xaden unknowingly, or God forbid knowingly, no. I fear it's Xaden unknowingly. I think that there might be a connection to the Venom that he has that he doesn't know about. That's my prediction. But I also don't put it past that there's probably other rats in the castle. Also, the Irids said that there's no cure, right, for venomness, but mentioned that they mentioned like evolving or evolution or whatever, and they're saying like maybe descendants, blah, blah, blah. What if, hear me out, this one's kind of crazy, what if they meant that Xaden would need to evolve in order to gain like full control? So right now he's like on the edge of the ice, right? He's about to dive in and go full ASIM, but he's not fully ASIM yet. So what if he has to be ASIM and go through in order to gain his to evolve and to gain his soul back? Also, how do they define soul? Is soul, because the Irids said that the soul, they didn't like sell their soul when you become venom. Your soul, like parts of it dies. What does that mean? Parts of it dies? Does their soul exist somewhere? I don't know. And then my other thought, as soon as Violet handed Xaden the gift, the bracelet, onyx bracelet with a little piece of whatever from his house. Hear me out. Let's make a rune. Let's make a rune that cuts off your access to the source. Where do runes come from? Can we come up with new ones? Can we combine runes to somehow just like sever the connection? I mean, sure, if you put it on a venom unwillingly, they'll just take it off. I don't know that there's something, unless they have some way to like magically keep them on all the venom. Just make one for Xaden because he'll want to have it. And if it severs his connection, then there's no worries. We're good. Have we not considered this? That's what I want to know. I think those are all of the updates. I'm also like a little confused about the books from her dad. I get that they were all about the islands. Why did he know that she would, because he basically knew that she would have to go searching for something. So what did he think that she would have to go searching for? Like, I feel like we never got the point of the books. Like, they were literally just like histories of the islands, and that was it. It wasn't actually helpful in terms of finding an answer to the venom or the venom problem. Also, the fact that we never considered that the Irids would be hiding in plain sight when they were flying around checking the islands. We didn't once consider that the Irids were just like hiding. They would only be found if they wanted to be found. Also, I would give anything to read about and go to and see the Irids' den, and I am so annoyed at them for not even considering. And poor Andarna. Oh my god, that makes me so sad. I could cry. I'm going to. That makes me so sad for Andarna. Xaden just showed up to Ryerson House. That's where I'm at right now. Xaden showed up to Ryerson House, and Violet is there with her squad for rune training. I fear. Oh, last thing, and then I'm gonna get back to reading. So this is a yappy vlog. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. I need Rebecca to spell the heck out what her second signet is. What the heck is it? I only have 30% left. I need it spelled out. I love this book. Okay, that's it. I'm going to get back to reading, and I'm going to finish this book before I talk to you again. I finished Onyx Storm. I'm all done. What a ride. I actually finished it last night. Also, I'm wearing my Basgiath War College shirt, so I don't often wear a shirt with dragons on it, but when I do, it's for the outro of this video. Anyway, okay, finished the book last night. First of all, 6 stars. 10 stars if I could. I think that this is my favorite book in the series. Obviously, Fourth Wing is classic. That'll never not be a 5-star book. That'll never not be like one of the best books in the series. But I think for me, this book is exactly what I needed. I did myself a little dirty, and I went and I read some reviews as I marked in Goodreads that I finished the book. And people brought up some valid points on why it's maybe not the best. But here's the thing, I loved it, so I'm trying to not let those cloud my opinion, my vision on this book. After finishing, I do overall just kind of feel content. Especially after the way the last 2 books ended. I felt like I was very anxious, very on edge, very unsure of just like what was going on. However, I feel like after this book, I feel better. I'm kind of chilling. Like it's gonna be a while till we get the next book, and I'm okay. I'm okay. Obviously, I'm gonna miss my friends. I'm gonna miss the dragons, and it's gonna be sad to not be in this world anymore. But I'm okay. We're okay. So for me, Iron Flame was tough. It was hard for me to read. It was emotional. Even just looking back on it now, I know a lot happened in that book, and obviously it was a very long book, but to me, the very like emotional, heart-wrenching things that happened, especially like the torturing and the everything they had to go through with Varish, or whatever the professor's name was, just all of that was so hard for me to deal with that I needed this book to be what it was. I needed the adventuring, I needed the exploring, I needed discovering about the world, about the rest of the world. I needed Xaden and Violet to have some time away from leadership. I needed this not to take place fully at Basgaeth. A lot of it did, but a lot of it didn't. And I needed that. I needed more time with her friends, which we got. I needed this book. It truly was what I needed. I've said that a million times now. When I first read about her second signet being dreamwalking, I was a little like, okay, really? This feels so stupid. This feels dumb. Like, how is this gonna be helpful? Like, what's she gonna do? She's gonna go to like sleep. She's gonna wait for her enemies to fall asleep and then go to their dreams. How is that gonna be helpful? So I was very much in the mindset of, this is not useful. This is stupid. However, upon further review, I think that this is going to be really helpful for her, and I guess potentially for defeating the Venin, but in regards to Xaden, because currently all of her dreamwalking has been happening majority with Xaden. So if they can use that to their favor, if she doesn't know where he is and can't communicate in person with him, which how is that even going to like happen with the dragons, because the dragons need to be together because mated pairs can't be apart. So we'll see how that happens, but this could work out really well for Violet and them. Like, I don't even know what to call them. I guess the continent versus the Imperium versus the Venin, I don't know, but it could work out in our favor because Xaden and Violet can now communicate via dreams, and Xaden will not be able to hurt her. So Xaden can go do Venin things and learn Venin things and hopefully move up in the ranks, and then go to sleep and tell Violet everything, which would be great. I'm also thinking that her ability to share memories is going to be somehow part of her thing. Like, I don't think that's going to be a bond thing between the two of them. I think it's going to be part of her like intrinsic power, and I think that's going to be really helpful in later on when she probably has to prove to the Imperium that Xaden isn't a problem, or she has to prove to somebody something, and so she needs to show her memories in order to prove it. Maybe, potentially. That's my theory. I saw some discourse, if you will, in reviews for this book talking about how it was such a betrayal of Andarna to leave Violet, which I cried. I sobbed. And then she comes back at the end and I'm like, okay, I wasted so many tears on this. But people are saying that it was a betrayal, and I wholeheartedly disagree. Especially because the other dragon literally told her, you can come back and make the bond again. I don't think it's a betrayal. Plus, if I were Violet, I would have told Andarna to go. And if I were Andarna, I would have gone. If Violet didn't have Taryn, then maybe I would have been like, you're not going, or I'm going with you. But she did. So I'm not mad about that. I think after reading reviews and thinking about it for a while, one thing that I do really agree with, though, is the lack of development for side characters. I don't know anyone. I think everyone's favorite character is Riddick, whatever his name is. We love him. And Rhiannon, we love her, but we don't know anybody else. If it hadn't been Quinn to die, if it had been Imogen, I would have felt the exact same way. Like, I don't know them. I was sad, obviously. It was an emotional scene when she died, but I don't feel connected to these characters. Like, I feel like I don't know them. I don't know who they are as people. I think having point of views from them would have helped with that. And we got those at the end, which was cool and sick, but I also felt like that was just trying to procrastinate the end, trying to drag out the end, because obviously I care, but I also don't care because I don't know them. So I just wanted to skip to Violet or Xaden's POV at the end there. I just wish there was more development, more time with those characters, more that we could learn from them. Like Sawyer, don't know much. Jasenia, don't know much about her. I like her and I like Sawyer and I like Quinn, I guess, but like I don't know them. And the other thing, two other things. For the adult professors, I don't know who is who. I don't know who has done what, who teaches what, who. I can't keep them straight at all. So at the end where they're like, oh, Pancheck is the one who was the rat. Okay. Like, I feel like now I need to go back and figure out who the hell Pancheck is. What did he do at all? What has he done? Who is he? Because I don't know. Additionally, I felt like there were too many times where names were too similar, especially names of places plus the people. Llewellyn and Lindell or something? Like one's a person, one's a place, but I don't know who is who and I don't know what is what. I don't know. They're too similar, and especially because they're from the same place. So why? And honestly, I might not even have that right. I don't know. They might both be people. I'm not sure. Too many C names that have Y's in it. This one I will look at because we have Caldeer Province, Caldeer City, Corden, and Cortland. Why? That is in fact my biggest qualm with the book, I would say. But yeah, I stand firm in I'm mad at the Irids. I don't know what happened when Andarna left and then she ended up coming back by the end. I don't know if maybe she tried to go there and they didn't accept her and so she came back, or if she went there, learned something and was like, oh, I need to go back immediately. I don't know. But I'm okay to not know. That's not the biggest thing. I'm not going to be losing sleep over that until the next book comes out. But I am excited to find out what happened. I loved Violet in this book. Every time she stood up to leadership in any form, in any place, it's incredible. She just overall is a badass in this book. No questions asked. And I loved that. I think those are all my thoughts for now. I love that the one Irid dragon comes back to fire up the stone or whatever. Loved that. Okay, the other thing that made me mad was how dismissive they were of Eric. He literally predicts things right in front of her. Amazon's delivering something, so we must cover Winston's eyes. Clearly he can tell what's gonna happen. So why were we just like, oh my god, why did Eric give me his package? Why did you not open it immediately? As soon as Eric told you to defend the tower and that end up being very important, why would you not immediately take him seriously? Anyway, 6 stars. Loved this book. Highly recommend this series. I mean, if you've gotten this far, hopefully you've read it all and whatever. But tell me your thoughts down below. Anything that you agree with, any theories you have. I will entertain theories for approximately 1 week. After 1 week, I will not entertain theories because I will not allow myself to think about this book anymore. We got more to read. We got stuff to do, okay? I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, what are you doing if you're not subscribed? Definitely subscribe. I also have my Instagram, Goodreads, TikTok, all linked down below, and my Patreon if you want early access to videos. I post them early over there. Okay, Miss Willow. Say thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.